So one of my most anticipated MCU movies right now is very, very easily Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I would say this is the most anticipated movie for me, even more so than Spider-Man No Way Home. I mean, I'm anticipating Spider-Man No Way Home a lot. I mean, along with, the Fantastic Four movie eventually and stuff too, but as far as confirmed movies goes right now, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is definitely my most anticipated, just because it's a movie where quite literally almost anything could go, and that's why I kind of wanted to talk about some rumors that are going around, that actually have been going around for a while, but I haven't really talked about yet. So I just want to address some of this stuff, and they do come from credible sources. I usually don't like to talk about just any old rumor. I only really would prefer to talk about it if I find the source to be very credible, and these have come from very credible sources. So if you enjoyed this video today, feel free to like and subscribe for future Marvel content. So things that we know about Multiverse of Madness so far. We knew at least originally it was supposed to be a horror movie. Or at least it was, that's how Scott Derrickson had approached it anyway. He had said that it was the first horror movie, but then obviously he got actually booted off as director, and now the director of the movie is actually Sam Raimi. So, and if you're not familiar with Sam Raimi is the director of the original Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy. So I think that's cool in and of itself, and it could be pretty interesting in that regard. We also know that Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch, is going to be in the movie. I forget if explicitly Kevin Feige had said before that she will be the antagonist, but even if he didn't explicitly say, she's going to be at least an antagonistic type figure. I don't know if I would necessarily say she's the villain, but I would definitely say she is an antagonistic type figure, most likely. We also did get confirmed that America Chavez will be in the movie, which America Chavez is a multiversal Avenger, which makes sense if we're talking about the Multiverse of Madness, which one could question if they are going to form kind of a multiversal Avengers type team. So these are all things that we know and stuff. We knew previously before that the villain, or we shouldn't say confirmed, but Scott Derrickson had talked about, obviously before, he would like to make Nightmare as a villain. Like that Nightmare would be a good idea for a villain, but obviously we don't know for sure anymore what the villain is right now. The rumored villain right now is actually Shumagorath, which is a multiversal type villain. But these aren't even really all of the rumors that I want to talk about today. The biggest rumor that I want to talk about is that X-Men are going to show up, and that not only will X-Men show up in this movie, but it'll actually be X-Men from the Fox universe. The biggest rumor being that we are actually going to see Patrick Stewart's Charles Xavier in this movie in some way, shape, or form. Now, obviously, this has me like off the rails hype if this is true, but these do come from a credible source. I'm not entirely sure how, what type of role he'll play in the movie exactly, although this kind of goes hand in hand with another rumor that's going around, and that's the Scarlet Witch is actually going to fight a character from the Fox universe of characters. Now, I will say as well, it was never inherently specified if it legitimately meant that the Scarlet Witch was going to fight, a Fox X-Men character, or if it just meant that the Scarlet Witch was going to fight a character that was obtained from acquiring the Fox rights, if that makes sense. So I don't know if it was ever explicitly rumored that she would fight an already pre-existing Fox universe character or not, or just someone that was acquired with those rights. However, I will say the rumor did say that before this. Now I will specify this is not going to be, according to the rumor, this is not going to be the case anymore. But originally, the person that the Scarlet Witch was supposed to fight was Hugh Jackman's version of Wolverine. Now, apparently that was originally supposed to be who the Scarlet Witch was going to fight, which, that would be awesome. Truth be told, Wolverine would have gotten decimated, and I think that's probably part of the reason as to why they didn't have him in there, right? Hugh Jackman's Wolverine ended so beautifully with Logan. that there would be no point to bring him back for like a 15-minute fight in which he's just going to get creamed. Like, Scarlet Witch is a multiversal level power of being. There's no way Wolverine would ever stand a chance against her, unfortunately. So, but the rumor still does say, even though that's who she was originally supposed to fight, she's still going to fight a Fox character. Now, my money is on one of two people. My money is either on Galactus, who we obviously haven't necessarily seen. We saw in the old school Fantastic Four movies, but like I said, it wasn't necessarily confirmed whether or not it was going to be an already established Fox Universe character or not, or just someone who was acquired with it. So my money is either on Galactus, or the only other person I think could possibly even stand a chance is Jean Grey, the Phoenix. So it could possibly be the Phoenix, especially since the last Fox X-Men movie was Dark Phoenix. I think that would be really cool to see. But overall, there are supposed to be rumored, I keep on saying rumored because you never know for sure, but there are rumored X-Men to be in the movie. Don't know exactly what entire role that they will play, but I will say, as far as Charles Xavier goes and stuff too, the word on the street, rumor is that the Illuminati will also be in this movie. So if the Illuminati are in this movie, then that could potentially kind of give insight as to what Professor X's role will be, because for those of you who don't know, the Illuminati in the comics was just kind of like, it was a secret group, yes, but it was a secret group of like, kind of like leaders of Marvel superheroes team. So it was like Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, Charles Xavier, Black Bolt. It was just kind of a secret society of them where they would like make decisions for the betterment of the Earth, basically. So if the Illuminati show up in Multiverse of Madness, that would make sense. But like I said, this is just a rumor, but go ahead and comment down if this would get you excited, and if you're excited to see this type of thing, because I know I am. I just can't wait for the X-Men to show up. But I appreciate you for watching this video.